So what is so important that I would title a video something that every future soldier should watch, especially combat MOSs? So I'm about to go and hit the gym, and two questions that I get all the time are things like, why do you work out so much? Like, why are you so in shape? Like, what's some of the reasons that you do that? And then another thing that I do a lot of, and that's pull-ups. And people ask me a lot of the time, why do you do pull-ups, right? And now there's a bunch of reasons why I do these things, but one major contributing factor to this has to do with the Army and what I want to actually base this video off of. Now, I think that fitness is really awesome. It's something that a lot of people should strive to do and to be fit, because it makes life just a lot better in general. You know, like climbing up a flight of stairs doesn't make you tired. You know, just walking around, just making life a little easier, just doing a little bit of fitness makes things easier. But as far as the military goes, why do you need to be in shape to be in the Army? So like, why is there this PT standard that you have to live up to? Why do you have to take this APFT and be able to run 2 miles in, you know, roughly 16 minutes or less? Why do you have to be able to do, you know, 40 plus push-ups in 2 minutes? So there's a reason behind all this, and the reason behind it is basically based off of kind of some of the things that I think and some of the reasons why I think all of you guys should strive to be in the best shape as possible. Because for me, one of the reasons that I work out is for that fraction of a percentage of a chance. So there's like a 0.001% chance, a 0.01% chance, whatever the percent chance is, that somebody's life might be on the line, and my ability, my physical capabilities to help them, to save them, to carry them, to run a long distance, right, with somebody on my back, right, I'm carrying them. You know, my physical ability to essentially save somebody's life, my physical ability to save my life, because it is a proven fact that, like, the more fit you are, the more pain you can take, the longer your endurance can be. So let's say that I'm shot, right? Well, if you shoot, like, this is non-scientific or whatever, but it's technically true. So, but like, let's say you get shot, and you're a person who's in shape, another person who's not in shape. The person who's in shape is far more likely to survive, right? So I think everybody in the military should really take fitness seriously, and it blows my mind how some people don't. Now, I know a lot of you guys right now, you're not in the greatest shape in the world, and that's not a big deal, right? You will be able to be in good shape, right? You're about to go to basic training. So I want you to work hard when you're at basic training and not take things lightly. So whenever you're doing PT in the morning, to actually take it seriously. When you're doing your runs, to actually take it seriously and work out on your own once you get to AIT, and actually go to the gym and actually get in shape. Because you never know, like, at some point in the future when somebody's well-being is going to depend on you. Now, if you're infantry, if you're a combat MOS, you're far more likely to see combat. You're far more likely. It's not just like a 0.01% like it is for somebody who's in a non-combat MOS, where somebody's life is literally going to depend on them, and they're going to have to carry them. They're going to have to do whatever to essentially save their life or save their own life. If you are in a combat MOS, specifically infantry, if you're wanting to be in a 75th Ranger Regiment, if you're wanting to do these things, it blows my mind how people are not taking fitness seriously, because these are things that I take seriously. And if I can, you know, get some of you guys to be inspired or motivated to actually, you know, change your mindset on a few things, and, you know, actually go to the gym and take that seriously, actually go out and do a run. That's why I'm doing some of these fitness related videos, to help you guys prepare for basic training, as well as helping you guys get in as best shape as possible, and then hopefully get you guys to spark that fitness lifestyle. Now, one of the things that I don't want you guys to take away from this video is that if you are out of shape, if you're not in the greatest shape in the world, I am not saying that you have to be in the greatest shape of the world, that you have to be just some, you know, gym junkie going to the gym 7 days a week, whatever. I'm just simply, you know, expressing my thoughts on how you should be in shape. That if you are in a combat MOS, you shouldn't be thinking, oh, I only need to run a 16-minute 2-mile. Oh, I only need to do the minimum for the PT test. You need to be looking on doing your best to max out the PT test, to score a 90, 90, 90 in each event, right? And if you're not at that place right now, what I want to get across to you in this video is if you're leaving for basic training next summer or whatever, that you have plenty of time to get in shape. You have plenty of time to work out and exercise and run on a regular basis to build yourself up to that physical fitness level to where you would feel comfortable, you know, putting somebody else's life in your hands, being able to do something that is physically challenging, that will enable you to save yourself or save somebody else, or to just accomplish the mission. Because a lot of things in the Army, it's not always just going to be sprinting and running. It's not always just going to be doing push-ups or whatever. A lot of it is just long days of endurance, right? So you're going to be doing long ruck marches where it's just, you're going to be carrying more than just the 35 pounds for a normal ruck march. You're going to be carrying 60 or 70 pounds for a ruck march with your weapons and all of your gear. So, you know, you're going to be carrying, you know, gosh darn 100 pounds of extra weight, and you need to be able to do that. Because if you can't, then you're just going to be a burden on the people around you. You're going to be physically challenging. You're not going to be able to carry all of the ammo, and so you're going to offload the ammo on your buddy, right? He's already carrying 100 pounds on his own, so he doesn't need to be carrying an extra 20 pounds from your rucksack that you can't carry. So you got to think about those things whenever you're joining into the military. It's not all going to be on you. You're going to be doing these group, you know, missions, right? So if you're gonna do a ruck march, if you're going on a mission, you gotta ruck through the woods, you gotta ruck up these cliffs, and you got all this heavy weight. Everybody's got all the heavy weight, but you're the guy who isn't physically fit, who is failing his PT test, who just can't physically do it. Then that's gonna slow down the entire thing. So these are some of the things that I want you guys to keep in mind. Again, if you're not in the best shape in the world right now, that is okay, right? That is okay. You got plenty of time to do it. But what I want to say is just change your mindset from being in shape is just like something nice to being in shape is something that the military requires of you, right? Being in shape is something that might save somebody's life one day, because I think about that stuff. I know it's not the most likely thing in the world to happen, but you train for that 1%. You train for that 1/10 of a 1%, because for me, with myself in sports and stuff like that, whenever I used to play baseball and I would run and I would train, I would think that, let's say I hit a ball, right? And I hit it to the shortstop. Well, a lot of the times whenever I'm running, whenever I'm trying to work out, I'm doing squats so I can help with my, 40 yard dash. I think about that stuff so that maybe I'm a half of a stride short from being safe, right? So the shortstop throws it to first base, I'm running to first base, and I just barely miss it. And I think to myself, I could have trained harder before and I would have made that. And that's the last thing that I want to happen in real life, where something bad is happening and I don't want to think back to if I had only ran that extra few miles a week, if I had only done those extra squats or deadlifts so I could help lift something off of somebody. I don't want to have that run through my mind. What if I was in that better shape? I could have made a better difference, right? That's my mindset. And if just a piece of that can rub off on you guys, that would be awesome. But that is it for this video. I'm not entirely sure how this thing turned out. It was just something on my mind that I wanted to speak to you guys about my feelings on physical fitness and how that pertains to the Army in general. So I hope it went over well. If it did, hit that like button. Leave your comments down below. Maybe some feedback or stuff. Maybe you disagree with me. Maybe you agree with me. Maybe I helped push you to go to the gym today, because if you haven't gone to the gym in the past few days, if you haven't run in the past few days, I'm challenging you right now to go and do that. If you're leaving for basic training soon and you aren't physically preparing yet, I'm challenging you to do that right now, okay? Because it's just going to make, especially at basic training, it's just going to make your life a heck of a lot easier whenever you do that. So Comment any questions and anything you have down below. Subscribe if you want to stick around for some more videos, and I'll see you guys later.